Hi guys, I wanted to do a quick video and review on the Celestron Powerseeker 127 EQ. I just picked up this telescope. I actually got it on Amazon. I think it was, I don't know, $150 or something like that. I am new to astronomy, and so I'm hopefully going to take you on my journey learning about this telescope. My ultimate goal is to do some astrophotography as well. So hopefully you can learn, or we can learn together a little bit about that as well. I wanted to start by showing you some of the extras that I have gotten already. I might be putting the cart before the horse. So, but I heard that you needed to do a few things to set yourself up for success. And so that's what I've done. I've gone ahead and gotten some different eyepieces, camera mounts, and things like that. So I'm going to take you through that real quick. And then I think I'll do a series of videos after we go through this one. I'll get outside, see if we can figure out how to take a couple of pictures of the moon and the planets and things like that. So without further ado, I'm going to take you through a few things that I've gotten. Okay, so again, this is the Celestron Powerseeker 127 EQ. I have made some modifications already to, again, set myself up for success, tracking planets and the moon and things like that. So the first thing I did was I went ahead and changed out the finder scope, and I went ahead and did the Celestron finder scope, which is a red dot, and supposedly this is to make it a little bit easier to find things. And if you don't know what that is, I don't know if you can see that red dot in there. Doesn't look like it, but anyway, so that's supposed to be easy. We can do a quick video on how to set that up, but there are a bunch of videos on YouTube already that really do a good job of that, so I would suggest you go to those instead of listening to me. So the next thing I did was I went ahead and got the Celestron Power Motor, and I got this on Amazon as well. This was actually a return, so they have to sell it as used, but it looks brand new. And this, once you're polar aligned, this will actually help keep the moon and the planets and whatever you're trying to look at, will keep it in your eyepiece as it tracks across the sky. So this was, I think, 35 bucks or $40, something like that. And I haven't seen a video actually with a Powerseeker hooked up to this. So you can do it. It's fairly easy, and it just hooks to that screw that's already in your equatorial mount, and then it just locks into the existing. So basically you would take off the slow motion control that looks like that, and you just slip this on there, unscrew that, slip that on, and this screw that down onto the flat part of this rod. So anyway, you can look online. Again, you can look on YouTube. There's a ton of videos on this one as well. Not for this particular telescope though. So that can be done, and that will help you again with your if you're beginning astrophotography. This is a must, I believe, and so definitely a good investment. So the next thing I did was I went ahead and everybody talks about leveling your tripod to ensure that you're tracking correctly. So instead of hauling a ruler out to the field, I decided to order some bubble levels, and I got those on Amazon as well. I think they're, I don't know, $5 or $6, something like that. So, I just used some E6000 to glue those on there. You can see that, but good way to tell if you are perfectly level when you're out in the field and you're setting up in grass or what have you. So there is that. And then I went ahead and bought sorry, the eyepiece is still in here, but I went ahead and bought a cell phone holder for my iPhone 12. And this is not the Celestron one, but this is a, I don't know, knockoff, I guess. Got it on eBay. I think it was $12 or something like that. But another good way to do some astrophotography and try that through your phone. If you can get some decent exposure times to capture, you know, the Orion Nebula and things like that. So again, and that just fits right on your eyepiece. Again, there's a ton of videos on this as well, so I'm not gonna bother you with all those. You can find those and find out how to do that. So I went ahead and got that as well before I got started. And then if the cell phone doesn't work very well, I went ahead and got the CMOS SB Bonnie camera. And so this is an entry-level camera. Every review I saw on it said that it's just good for the moon and planets. You can't do deep sky with it or anything like that. So that's kind of why I went ahead and got the mount for the iPhone, because I think you can do some longer exposures and you're able to maybe see some deep sky stuff too. So anyway, I got this on, I love Amazon, got this on Amazon as well. I think it was maybe $50, a little bit less than that, I think. And it just slides right into your eyepiece holder, and kind of a nifty little camera, really well built. Again, I'm not going to bore you with a review on that because there are 100 of them out there. So, but just know that from what I've read, this is a good way to get started in astrophotography. And then this cord, of course, goes down and attaches to your laptop via USB. So, and then there's a couple of programs that you have to download that help you process any video you take or any of the photos that you take. It helps you stack them. One of them is Registax, is the one that I downloaded for free, and the other one is SharkCap, which is a pretty neat program as well. And SB Bonnie is has partnered up with them with that software company, so it integrates fully. You can actually select this camera. I believe this is the 105, so on and so forth. So there's that. What else did I do? I think I went ahead and got, I heard vibration is a killer on taking photographs, and so if you're up there and you have your cell phone on here on that mount and you hit it to take a picture, you might get some pretty nasty vibration going, which isn't good for pictures. So I went ahead and got one of these remote clickers, if you will. The shutter, they remotely activate your shutter on your cell phone without touching your cell phone, and doesn't make any vibration. So, and I got that on eBay. There's 20 different kinds on there. So I just got, sort of, I always kind of go middle of the road on that. I don't want to get the cheapest, but I don't want to get the most expensive either. So Anyway, so that works really well, and it works with my iPhone just fine. So I got that as well. So along with that, I did get some, sorry for the camera work here, I did get several eyepieces. I know that the telescope comes with a few, or a couple, I guess I should say, and you know, I know Celestron is a decent company. The eyepieces leave a little bit to be desired, and I say that because the build quality is just not very good. So I went ahead and got some extras. So there's that cell phone holder without the eyepiece in it, and that just slips over the top like that. So I'm going to set that down. And so one of the pieces that I got was a 32 millimeter Plossl, and I think this is an SV Bony as well. But it gives you, or from what I've read, you need a nice wide field of view, and so I've done that to get that, and you can tell just by looking in there that it's pretty easy to look into. The eye relief is what they call it, and that's pretty nice for that. So there's that one, and then this is actually an old gun case that I have. So I am repurposing that because it was just sitting in the closet doing nothing. And so I went ahead and use it. I'm going to use it for all my eyepieces and stuff. So this is the 3x Barlow that comes with the telescope. It's and you know, guys, I haven't tried it out yet. It may do just fine, but it's plastic. It's super light. Just probably not the best made. So I'm not expecting great things from that. And I guess, you know, I liken it to, you know, how somebody keeps their car. You know, if they keep their car nice and clean, you know, typically it's going to be running well and well maintained. You know, same thing with this. If it's cheaply made, who knows how good the optics are in it or what have you. So to avoid all that, I'm just going to go ahead and sort of upgrade my eyepieces. So I went ahead and got the SV Bony 5x Barlow lens. This is nice. It's heavy. It's got a good feel to it. Fully coated. The optics seem nice. And I have thrown this in real quick just to see. I know 5x Barlow lens is quite a bit, so I got that because I think it's going to be hard to see Saturn with this particular telescope. So, but we'll see. And then I went ahead and got a SV Bony again. I got a 2x Barlow lens, which I think is pretty standard. I think Celestron went with a 3x because maybe to make up for some optics. I don't know, but anyway, so I went ahead and got a 2x Barlow lens, and I went ahead and actually got the one with the T adapter, and this will allow me to screw on an SLR camera. And I did that because if my cell phone isn't working the way I want it to, I am foreseeing that I might need to go to an SLR and, you know, pick up a used one somehow and get some better pictures that way. So I went ahead and got that, and you can screw your SLR right on there. So that one's good too. And then once again, SV Bony, they're probably going to love me because I keep buying all their stuff. So they're reasonably priced, and from one of the reviews that I've seen, the optics are pretty good. So that's why I'm going with them, just to let you know. So I went with this zoom eyepiece, which is pretty neat. This, again, it's super heavy. I mean, really well made. It's got a nice finish to it. Look at that. Beautiful. And anyway, so this goes from 7mm to a 21mm. So that covers a lot of different eyepieces that you probably need or want in your kit. So this is again, I threw this in too. It was pretty fantastic just in the daytime. So really well made. Again, nice rubber caps, fully coated eyepiece. So FMC, full multi-coat is what that's for. So all right, and I think that's it. And then here's the other. It's a 20mm that comes with your telescope. And so this one seems a little bit better. So this might be pretty decent. So hanging on to that one for the time being. Some of the other things that I got were, oh, I'm sorry. And then this is another one that comes with it. This is and I'm sorry for the camera work, guys. I'm trying to do it one-handed. So this is the 4mm that comes with it. Pretty chintzy. I don't know a better way to say that. Horrible eye relief. That thing is tiny. I'm surprised you'd be able to see anything with that. So anyway, that comes with it as well, and that's supposed to give you some super duper zoom capability there to blow up the image into your eyepiece so you can see something far away. So anyway, again, I'm a beginner, don't know what I'm talking about, so bear with me. And then I went ahead and got some filters, which I heard do help with astrophotography, so I don't need to open all these. And by the way, guys, being the entrepreneur that I am going to sell these. I started making those. It's got a nice pad in here. I made that myself. So as filter holders. Anyway, so I got these off of, I think it was eBay or Amazon. But a bunch of different filters. This is the light pollution filter. So that's supposed to help with light pollution. Here's a moon filter, and then the great thing about these newer ones, they actually don't show you this on eBay, but it comes with a nice little case. And big enough that I can put my new holders in there. So there's 4 of them in there, and it fits in there just fine. So that was a pretty good buy. Again, I don't know, the quality is very good, but it's a filter. So I'm hopefully they don't make things too murky or what have you. So anyway, that is about it for what I have done so far for upgrades to get started in viewing. So cost overall, I guess it was about $150 for the scope, you know, $50 for the camera. It was, you know, 20 something for the red dot, 30 or 40 for the power motor. You know, I think those are for the clicker for your cameras, $5 or $6. And then the eyepieces, I think this one's like 50 something. You know, 20 or 30. The eyepieces can get expensive, but I think, or from what I've read, that's sort of where you want to spend your money if you want a decent view of the moon and planets and things like that. So my next video will be out and in the field trying to capture some images. So thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.